House of the Dragon episode 7 is basically you know what I wanted to do? I want to take a piece of Scotch tape, put it across my eye, and then just draw on with marker like a little scar on my eye. Aegon is my hero. But House of the Dragon really begins to show the severing of these two families, right? The Greens versus the Blacks. And now the children, the progeny, now having to deal with consequences. The B word has finally been made public, right? Rhaenyra, like they're bastards. They're bastards kids. These rumors, look at them. These children are bastards. And what I really loved about this episode was seeing the interaction with the children. When Aegon rides the dragon, is just a spectacular scene. How he then gets in a fight and loses his eye. When you see just the consequences of poor decision making, let's say, I love it. And then when you see Daemon and Rhaenyra, like, well, these are the seeds of what's to come. This is everything being set up for a war. I am so all in on this show. If you've not been watching it, forget Rings of Power. Just catch up if you're not fully caught up. But this show is, I look forward to it every Sunday night. Alan, what did you think of episode 7?
Yeah, I was kind of interested in the show early on, but ever since, I think 3 episodes ago, that's when I fully came on board, and I just again really appreciate the storytelling in this show and the direction they're going in. I think the problem I had with the show going at first was that sorry, I gotta keep doing this. What's the king's name again?
Viserys.
Yeah, he's such a weak leader. And
right.
Then you realize, oh, that's that's just the seed for what this show is becoming. The fact that I think the last episode they asked, how will I be remembered? Will I be remembered as? And then he talks about not being a king of war, and that just speaks to just how amazingly well written this series is. For this last episode, it's just how did I describe it here? There are moments of hope, and then it goes all down the tube.
Right.
It's just playing with your emotions, with the, it's saying, oh yeah, things are going to get better, and then it gets worse. I love the fact that when they did the time jump, that they're bringing the children into it, and now these children are killing each other, and then lastly, incest is now in, so great. But
those Targaryens.
I know.
But who's a real standout is Olivia Cook as Alicent. Mm-hmm. I love Olivia Cook.
Yeah.
You really feel for her. I was all like Team Rhaenyra going in, but I have since become very sympathetic to Alicent. Yeah. And Olivia Cook just knocks it out of the park.
Well, I mean, they made her so, they made you like her so much early on. Here's a woman who was doing her duty, doing what she needed to do, and by living out her role, everything personal in her life was taken away from her, and now she's finally and that whole thing about her father saying just play the game because you'll get your chance, and I'm waiting for that chance to happen.
Well, we're going to see it. I mean, you can see why they renewed it for a second season. Oddly enough, Rings of Power, they're just beginning to shoot season 2 of Rings of Power.
Oh my gosh. They need to stop. Just, I think it would be cheaper to just pay everyone off and let it go away.
Who knows? But wow, I'm going to be bummed out when there's only 3 more episodes left of House of the Dragon. And man, what they are setting up, I just cannot. So wait. So Christmas spoken now. Aegon, and now has Aegon his face. Wait, didn't I say Aegon? Aegon is the kid that gets his eye ripped out, right?
Yeah, but and now you have egg on your face.
Oh my God. All right. Let's get to the comments in a minute. People trying to like rip on me in the comments. But no, I just and the thing is, I don't know who's seen it, so we're speaking vaguely about things, just telling you what we all liked. There is a complaint
on Sunday. Yeah, everyone had time to see it.
Well, there is a complaint in the chat. We'll get to it, but the show, this particular episode bothered me. It's too dark. The show is too dark. It's like, oh my God, please, like, and you can adjust settings on your television, and I strongly recommend that you adjust settings on your TV to make the show brighter. But wow, like
I watched it on my iPad, and there are at least 5 minutes where there's barely anything on the screen.
I mean, come on, like this is a, you know, this is definitely, especially some of the scenes in this. But I love all the stuff with the kids. The kids are brutal, and they didn't hold back either. Like, you know,
but you saw them turn into this. I mean, that's the beauty of the storytelling. It's not these are bad kids. You know why they're bad. You know why they've gotten to this point.
Yes, it's so, and I know people complain about the time jumps in the show. I love it. I love it. Stuff actually happens. When you look at Rings of Power, you know, just not a lot happens. And this, maybe we'll have time to talk about Andor, this latest episode. I don't even know if it's worth talking about episode 5. Not a lot happens. This is my problem with.
Well, they haven't gone into the. They haven't done the heist yet.
They haven't done the heist yet, and they're still bugging Cassian Andor. I don't trust him. Can we trust him? I don't really trust him. Oh, we should trust him. Blah blah blah. Like, dude, like look at the way House of the Dragon and the way that the storytelling plays out. So much happens in 10 minutes of that show. Yeah. It's insane. And when I look at Andor, I like the look. I like the more serious storytelling. I like the casting, and I like the fact that the bad guys have the British accent. You know, for the most part, the Imperials all have British accents. I love it. I like where it's going. Something needs to happen.
Yeah.
Why didn't the heist happen?
It's what I call delaying the inevitable. You know what's going to happen, yet the writers want to spend all this time leading up to this thing and that means that the audience is way ahead of you. And they're just waiting for the show to catch up to where the audience is. And that's a show killer.
We know there's going to be a heist, do the heist. And I think that Andor is suffering from a leaden pace, that if something doesn't happen in the next episode, we're almost halfway through the series of Andor. We're on episode 5, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So next week will be 6 episodes. How did you lay this out? This is terrible. And this latest episode is like just over 40 minutes, wasted episode. Whereas there has not, in my opinion, there has not been a wasted episode of House of the Dragon yet. Not one wasted episode, not a wasted scene, not a wasted line. This is how good this show is. So each week I like the show a little bit more, and I'm loving it.
I think episode 6 of Andor is a clip show. They're going to sit around a campfire and remember what happened in the clip.
That would be awful if they did that, but I could see them do that.